I think the way life goes, at least has gone for us, you build, you have a materialistic phase, and then you realize, I have all the materialistic things. Now what can I do to help people? You get back so much more than you give. And all of the women in this organization have something to share. I went to Marymount in Tarrytown, New York, and spent 1 year at the London School of Economics. I wanted to be a banker, and I had an introduction to a bank by the son of the owner of the bank, who I had met in New York, who said, Mary Kay, you're going to need this letter of introduction. They'll want to make you a secretary. And I said, secretary? I have a college degree. Sure enough, wanted to make me a secretary. So I pull out the letter, and the man turned white because it was the son of the owner. And he said, why didn't you give me this to start with? And I said, well, I wanted to get the job on my own merits. So I ended up not taking the job that was offered on principle. And I went to AT&T and was hired as a computer programmer. And then I went to IBM. So my whole career was in data processing. When we moved here, which was maybe 2011, 2012, there were news reports that not all children in America were graduating high school. So I then started making a series of cold calls because we didn't know anybody to really understand education. Why were children not graduating high school? And someone said to me, well, you don't understand. They drop out of high school in 3rd grade when they can't read. Because we can't fund everything, we've chosen education and enrichment as our wheelhouse. Alta Vista was our first project, and that was probably 2012. That was to solve a problem of summer. So children who live in poverty don't have things to do in the summer. So we started a summer program, and then we turned it over to the school district. So they expanded it to other schools. We want to help families who need a hand up. I think Bill Gates was recently quoted, and we certainly don't have the money of the Gates Foundation. But he was asked the question, why? Why are you doing this with your money? And he said, what else am I going to do, buy a couple more yachts? What are you passionate about? And then just get involved and do it. And it may not be what you start with. You know, you may get involved in something and not end up saying, oh, I really don't like this, but boy, I like something else. I think it's so arrogant to say, what is your legacy? Being remembered is not part of the equation.